All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, good morning. This is Marcus Solar at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Wanted to just say thank you for taking some time to listen into the webinar this morning. We will be covering single premium life versus annuity. This will be a recorded webinar. I will be giving each and every one of you a call after the webinar this morning to see what additional questions might have come up after the webinar, or see what prospects came to mind that might be a good fit for these solutions. So that I can put together maybe some comparison quotes for you for any upcoming appointments, and help you with any additional questions or objections that you might have thought of after the broadcast this morning that I could help answer for you as we move forward. Also, if you would like at that point in time, I'd be more than happy to get you out a copy of this webinar because I know you're all very busy. If clients do come in the office, or if you do get a phone call that pulls you away from the webinar broadcast this morning, I will get you out at that point in time per your request a copy of the webinar itself so that you can go back and listen to the webinar broadcast at your own convenience, and listen to it on your own. And I can certainly follow up with you at that point in time and answer any additional questions. So again, I want to thank you for taking the time to listen into the broadcast this morning. I will also have the question box up as we go through the webinar this morning. We'll be covering a lot of different information. So as questions do come up, please put your questions out there in the question box, and I will be more than happy to answer those as we go. So let's go ahead and get started this morning. Again, my name is Marcus Solar. I've been with Insurance Agency Marketing now for 2 years. I'm one of the life directors. And I do appreciate you taking time out to listen in the webinar this morning. We have been in business now 30 plus years. We do offer our producers of what is called the new producer bonus program. Once you become contracted with Insurance Agency Marketing Services, we do offer a new producer bonus program. This is one of the more lucrative new producer bonus programs that I've seen in the industry, and I've been in the industry since 1991. Once you become contracted with us, this is good for the first 180 days that you're on board with us. We do have 3 separate levels, everything from $100,000 in either annuity production or life production, and this is premium based. At $100,000 in premium through the door, you qualify for anything from $750 cash back to a 3-year subscription to a website or newsletter service, all the way to $500,000 level, which is either a 5,000 piece mailing, seminar coaching with one of our top producers, Matt Gill, 4,000 piece mailing and seminar coaching with Dave Pimper, another one of our top producers, or one of my top producers. Just enjoyed one of his trips, Rich Carlton Travel Rewards, make your own personal getaway. So again, this program is good for the first 180 days that you're on board with us, a way for us to say thank you. Welcome aboard to Insurance Agency Marketing. We look forward to a very a great relationship, long-term relationship, and we look forward to doing business with you for many years to come. We also have what we call our creative services area. This area is run by Matt Neal. He is in charge of our creative services or our marketing department. This is a way that we can give back to our advisors, help you market and brand your area or your business within your own area or your network, within your local community. It's a way to really differentiate your business next to your competition. No matter where you are in business, whether you're just starting out with basic marketing, talking from a branding business like business, logo, stationery, letterhead, envelopes, all the way to you've been in business for many years. You do $5, $7, $10 million a year. You want to get into radio and television. We have capabilities to help you out with that as well. So no matter where you are in business, whether you're just starting out, you're at 2 million, you're at 5 million, you're at 10 million, we have the capabilities. We have the people in-house to help you achieve that next level in business. Another way for us to say thank you. We do appreciate the business. We want to help you grow your agency. We have the capabilities to do that. We really want to help you build and grow your agency. We also offer what we call the Insurance Agency Marketing Life and Annuity Academy. This is a 2-day training. We hold this typically on a quarterly basis. Our next event is going to be first quarter of 2017. Location has not been determined yet. This is a great opportunity to come in and meet some of the top producers within the industry. We will have 4 of our top producers there that range annually as far as business from 6 to, I believe, $10 million a year. This is going to be an excellent opportunity. We're going to be talking not only about indexed annuity training, life training, top indexed annuity sales practices, what those top producers use to not only really attract and draw and keep prospects, what they do with their current books of business, what they do from an overall business building standpoint, but large life case marketing, business insurance concepts, what are the insurance or industry best income riders, how you can best help your clients and build your prospecting and keeping that pipeline full. There's not gonna be one topic that will not be unturned from that standpoint. We're going to be talking about wealth transfer tools, advanced annuity sales topics, software tools, needs-based annuity software tools to help uncover the needs of your clients. We will also be talking about multiple income riders out there, how to ladder products. So one of my advisors came back from the last one. He says, it's a great opportunity to talk to top producers, find out what their struggles are, find out how they overcame those struggles so he can leapfrog his business. He doesn't have to make the same mistakes that they did along the way, and he can really propel his business to that next level in a much shorter period of time. So when you have the opportunity to do that, that is really going to help him propel his practice in moving forward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and launch a poll here, a question real quick to see what you would like to, if you would like to attend our next Life and Annuity Academy. This is going to be an opportunity, again, coming up here in the first quarter of 2017. It's going to be a great opportunity to rub elbows with the best of the best, learn from them from an overall standpoint, and get that opportunity to learn what is working out there in the industry and what is not. It is not going to, at that point in time, be a cost to the advisor, as long as you are licensed with Insurance Agency Marketing and the carrier that's going to be co-sponsoring the event. But it is going to be an excellent opportunity. I am going to go ahead and leave the poll open here for a few more moments. I do appreciate everyone taking the time to answer this question. I'll give it one more second here. All right, I appreciate you all answering that for me. Going to go ahead and close out of that. We also have here through Insurance Agency Marketing 2 more ways to help our producers with increasing costs on a ongoing basis. We have the Referral Producer Program and the Marketing Reimbursement Program. We do understand from a business standpoint that running your practice is very, very expensive. For producers that are licensed, contracted through our agency, for every 100,000 that you do in business, we do put, whether that's annuity or single premium life business, or premium, I should say, we pay $200 into a marketing reimbursement account for you. It's a way for us to help you pay or help you with ongoing costs through your practice, whether you want to use that back for lead programs or just additional costs within your office. You can certainly do that. We also have the Referral Producer Program. that not only pays you for referral contracts that come in the door, but when your referral does business with us and ongoing business into the future. So what some of my advisors do with that program overall is the referrals that they have referred to us and they continue to write business, they take those dollars and use those dollars for their marketing budgets for many years to come. And they don't have to pay those marketing dollars out of pocket. So they're putting those dollars back in their pockets overall. It's a nice way to really supplement their marketing budget on an ongoing basis. So let's go ahead and get into why we're here today. We're going to be talking in depth about single premium life versus annuities, what the differences are, where the benefits are, features, how you can leverage single premium life from an overall standpoint. Really, single premium life is there for the assets that your clients have. Really, they don't have the intent on living on those assets, touching those assets. Um, we can pretty much all take a look at this screen. It's money that they don't plan on using, don't plan on touching. And annuity is the best place to leave the asset. It's really up to the client at that point in time. It's also a good opportunity. Single premium life is the easiest and the most convenient sell for the agent to make a good commission as well. But again, it goes back to the needs and the of the client and really what they're looking for overall. So let's compare the following statements about suitability. What's the average turnaround time? Let's take a look at maybe return of premium, guaranteed interest rates. I get a lot of questions all the time on physical exams and underwriting requirements. Are there free withdrawals available? What do loans look like? How about accelerated benefits, chargebacks, issue ages, tax deferral, tax-free transfers, and commissions? So suitability product training for single premium life and annuity. For single premium life, there is no suitability or product training required across the board on either topic. In annuities, as we all know, there is suitability and product training required on each and every product that you want to sell or offer to your clients, whether you're going through Athene or Equitrust or any of the individual carriers at that point in time. Turnaround time on single premium life, it typically is 1 week from the time that the application is submitted. Same thing on annuities from an overall standpoint, typically 1 week once the application is submitted. Immediate approval is on the application itself, and we'll get into that in just a minute. But average time for turnaround time on single premium life is 1 week from an overall standpoint. Return of premium on single premium life, it is available on certain products out there. On annuities, yes, it is available on certain products as well. So return of premium, depending on the product, depending on the company, there are solutions across the board that do make return of premium available to the client. Some on annuities, there's additional cost. On single premium life, typically the return of premium is built into the product overall with no additional cost to the client. Premium bonus, it's always important for clients, or it can be important to clients from an overall standpoint. How can they get the most bang for their initial premium dollars going into these contracts? On single premium life, it is up to they can get premium bonuses on their dollars going in. On annuities, absolutely, there are premium bonuses out there, depending on the carriers, obviously, and percentages. On single premium life, you can get up to a 12% premium bonus for dollars going in. On annuities, you can also get up to a 12% premium bonus. So you're pretty much square across the board as far as premium bonuses, depending on the carrier, depending on the rate, and typically the dollar amounts going in. Um, will drive what the premium bonuses on annuities are. On the single premium life side, when they offer the premium bonus, it doesn't really matter whether it's the minimum in the contract of 10,000 or 50,000. Your clients are still going to get the 12% premium bonus when you're talking bonuses on single premium life. Guaranteed interest rates on single premium life and annuities, a little bit of a differential there. On single premium life, you do have guaranteed interest rates, obviously, across the board. On annuities, you do have guaranteed interest rates as well. On single premium life, it is up to 3%. On annuities, it's up to 1%. So a little bit of a differential from that standpoint. Um, Single premium life will always be a little bit higher on the guaranteed interest rate than most annuities are. But that's pretty self-explanatory. On the physical exam part, this is where I get most of my questions from an overall standpoint. Single premium life and annuities. On single premium life, no, there is no physical exam. On annuities, no, there is no physical exam either. There is a paper application, so there are questions on the paper application, and there is typically a phone interview, and that is it on single premium life. And there is absolutely nothing as far as physical exam on the annuities itself. Free withdrawals across the board, as we all know. We never know what's going to happen with our clients. We don't know in that what if scenario when emergencies arise or how much money clients will need at any point in time. So on single premium life, do clients have access up to any amount for a free withdrawal if an emergency does come up? The answer is yes, they do have access to a free withdrawal. On annuities, yes, once again, annuities do offer the free withdrawal amount as well. On single premium life, they do have access up to 10%. Same on annuities, so equal there across the board. Loans. As far as single premium life versus annuity, on single premium life, yes, they do have loan capability on single premium life. On annuities, yep, they do. They are pretty much equal across the board. The only differential between the loans on the single premium life side and the annuities is on the single premium life side, you're going to end up with about a 4% net versus a 5% net on the annuity side. On the single premium life side, you're going to have a little bit more flexibility. There are more carriers out there that are open to the loan feature. There are only, I believe, 2 or 3 carriers out there on the annuity side, which are open to loans on the annuity side. So a little bit more flexibility on the single premium life side. Accelerated benefits, a top topic in today's world when people don't know down the road what they or when they might need access to the money in the accelerated benefit arena. On the single premium life side, absolutely, they have access up to a portion of the death benefit for the accelerated benefits, depending on the carrier. On the annuity side, yes, they do. They have access to whatever the growth is, or a portion of that growth, up to um, that value as far as the annuities go. How about chargebacks? Chargebacks, single premium life. Yep, there are chargebacks on single premium life, and I'm sure we are all familiar that yes, there are chargebacks on annuities as well. As far as single premium life goes, it is up to a 2-year or 24-month window, and annuities, it is up to a 2-year or 24-month window on that as well. Issue ages always come into play, and I get this question quite a bit as well. As far as single premium life goes, a single premium life, from an overall perspective, issue ages are 0 to 85. Annuities are typically 0 to age 90, with some carriers out there going all the way up to age 90. Now, on the single premium life side, we do have a couple different options that will go up to age 90 on fully underwritten policies. So 85 on single premium life. On fully underwritten policies, we do have a few options that will actually take us all the way up to age 90. Tax deferral. Looking at tax deferral, we do have single premium life and annuities. On single premium life, we do have tax deferral under the single premium life umbrella. On the annuity side, yes, we have tax deferral as well. How about tax free at death? On the single premium side, tax free at death. Yes, the death benefit on the single premium life is tax free at death to the beneficiaries. And on the annuities, no, it is not. So a big benefit there, that once the primary person passes away, whatever the remaining death benefit is passed on as a tax-free benefit to the beneficiaries. Commissions, from an overall standpoint, on single premium life, it is up to 15%, and annuities, from an overall perspective, it is up to 10% in most cases. So a little bit of a differential there. So it's going to depend on the type of product, but yes, absolutely up to 15% on the single premium life side. So let's take a look here and talk about this a little bit further. Who's an existing client or future prospect that might have uh, an interest or possibly an interest in a single premium life, from an overall basis? It would be somebody who has maybe existing assets sitting out there, what we call lazy assets that they don't intend on drawing an income from. Maybe annuities that are beyond their surrender period, or not earning or earning a very, very low interest rate. Maybe clients that have already turned age 70 on qualified money, maybe already drawing their RMDs off of that money at that point in time, celebrating or getting ready to retire, or retirement this year, receiving an inheritance from a parent or grandparent that might have passed on either this year or last year that has not received that inheritance as of yet. CD owners, great topic to talk about right now. CD renewal month, second largest CD renewal month is October. We're in October right now. From what I'm hearing right now from my top producers, banks right now are offering between 1 and 2%. What if you could, offer your clients and prospects a 4% interest rate with other benefits? Would they be interested maybe sitting down with you and quite possibly seeing if an alternative to that CD might be an option for them? What they're finding are most people are open to that in today's environment. People that have RMDs that are coming out right now that might not have a use for that money. What if they could use that as a gift for a future child or grandchild? Cash value policies with current premiums that they don't want to make those ongoing premium payments. They're tired of making life insurance premiums. They want to maybe to take a look at an option that would be a one-time payment and done, so they don't have to do that into the future for many, many years. Or just maybe a prospect out there that has got an overabundance of annuities, that want to simplify things or simplify their life. So there's a lot of different options that we can certainly look at for a prospect or for a current client that maybe you can sit down and have a conversation with and find those lazy assets, find those CDs out there, find those assets out there that you know what, they're not really earning anything on. They don't want to touch. They have no intent on pulling income off of it. and they really want to pass that money on and maximize those dollars, or they want to put that money into something where they might have to access it later for the accelerated benefits. What an excellent opportunity to maybe put that into a single premium life contract and help protect themselves against the what ifs down the road in that situation. So how to sell single premium life? Here's some things you can tie back to those prospects or clients alike that you sit down with or you meet with. What if I could show you a benefit or a plan that provides, 100% of return of premium, 12% premium bonus, a 5% free withdrawal, index linked returns averaging 6.5% over the last 20 years, or 2% guaranteed interest rate, infinite tax deferral, long-term care and home health care benefits, assets or money that would be passed on tax-free to your beneficiaries. Again, would that be of interest to you? Or would you have maybe 10 or 15 minutes to sit down and see if that would be a great alternative to what you currently have? And you would be surprised on how many people would say, absolutely, I have that 10 or 15 minutes to sit down with you and see if that would be a great alternative. One of my top advisors right now is just reaching out to folks and saying, Mr. and Mrs. Client, before you relock in or re-up with the bank at your 1 to 2% rate, what if I could offer you between a 2 and 4% interest rate, 12% premium bonus, and full return of premium on your money, which means you could get your money out without any penalty at any point in time? Would you have 15 to 30 minutes to sit down and talk to me to see if this would be a good fit for your situation? And he's finding that probably 50% of the people that he talks to have that 15 to 30 minutes to sit down and talk with him, which gives him the opportunity to go in and review those clients' situations. So again, single premium life is not a one-trick pony. You can go in there, you can show people the power of the flexibility, the control of these solutions, and the free withdrawal, the bonus, the loans, the accelerated benefits, the death benefits. I mean, there's really no other solution out there in the industry right now that will give the clients that much accessibility to the money, that many benefits to money off of one deposit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch one more poll here for you. I'm going to see who might be interested in getting some more contracting information from us here in insurance agency marketing. I'm also going to throw something out there to everyone that's still on the webinar this morning. We are running a promotion right now that any business that is submitted to us for the remaining part of October and November on single premium life business that is submitted for October and November and paid by December 31st will get double credit points towards our top producers trip next year. And it's going to be off of this webinar. It's going to be good for the first 25 people that call in to our office here and ask to speak to Mark Raymakers. So if you submit 100,000 or you submit 200,000, if you submit 100,000, you get credit for 200,000 towards that trip. If you submit 500,000, you get $1 million towards that trip. So for all the minimum requirements to find out where we're going, to find out to find out all the rules and everything, please give us a call. Give Mark a call. He'll be able to give you all that information, and he'll be able to run the quotes for you. But call in and ask to speak to, again, Mark Raymakers at 1-800-255-5055. He'd be able to help you with any questions, any quotes, and any information to our top producers trip and the double production credit promotion for our top producers trip coming up. I believe it's next year. So I do appreciate you answering the poll question there. I'm going to go ahead and close that question out here. Appreciate you taking time to answer that, but that will end our webinar this morning. If there's any other questions that I can answer for you, please go ahead and fill it out in the box over there. I'll be more than happy to answer it for you this morning. I'll take a minute to see if anyone wants to throw a question down there. But like I said on the promotion again, for the top producers trip, it's any business that is going to be submitted October, November this year and paid by December 31st. For the rules, for where we're going, for all the details, please call Mark Raymakers in our office at 1-800-255-5055, and he'll be able to provide all of that information to you and get you whatever quotes you need for that contest. Again, that's going to be good for the first 25 folks that call in the office this morning. So the number for the case design, again, somebody asked for that on the question here, is again, his name is Mark Raymakers, and it's 1-800-255-5055. I got another question in here. It says, who is your most competitive single premium life carrier? You know, it really depends on it. That's a really tough question to answer. It really all depends on what the client's needs are. Because, I mean, are they looking for it's going to really depend on a lot of things. It's going to depend on, number one, what state you're in, because some states, the accelerated benefits, Roger, are not approved. Some states they are. So, I mean, is the client looking for those accelerated benefits? Or are they looking for just growth? You know, that'd be a great question for me to answer for you on a call after the webinar so I can find out more of that information. So, I mean, that's a tough question for me to answer in this forum. So let me give you a call back with more specific questions, and I'll be able to answer that for you after the webinar this morning. So I will follow up with you after this webinar, but I appreciate the question. Let me take a look here. Can I look at the webinar? I don't know if this webinar is going to be posted out on the site yet or not. I will check on that and get back to you. Roger, you're in Indiana. The accelerated benefits are approved up there in Indiana. Again, it's going to come back to the need of the client. You know, if they're looking for just growth, and maybe I would maybe narrow it down to maybe 2 or 3 different carriers, maybe Sagicor or Equitrust, but I'd need a little bit more information from you at that point in time. And like I said, I would certainly follow up with you after this webinar this morning to answer some more questions for you. Richard put a question out here. He said, I got interrupted. What was the benefit for the first 25 agents? First 25 agents that, again, call in right after this webinar this morning will take advantage of the contest that's running for our top producers trip and get double credits on any business submitted on single premium life that is submitted October and November and paid by December 31st. You need to call and talk to Mark Raymakers at 1-800-255-5055, and he'll be able to help you out. Again, his name's Mark Raymakers at 1-800-255-5055. All right. Well, I certainly do appreciate everyone listening into the webinar this morning. Like I said, I will certainly follow up with each and every one of you after the webinar this morning. But I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.